Find clues to track down Lama. Hello everyone, my name is Megami. See, I'm back here with more Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. In the last episode, we actually took down one of the newer bosses, being Garu, as we traveled through most of this area. I know I said I was going to cut most of it. Here's the thing. Primarily, we'll just be focusing on bosses. If it's something tied to a boss, I'll do it kind of like with Nekomata all over again. So we'll just be kind of going through dealing with the bosses and fighting them. The same thing applies to abscesses. And if anything, I'll try to skip through most of it. That's the thing. So that way we're not running into constant issues of of chest wreck. Alright, we're saying the same game twice over. Let's really just hurry up and end this. But like I said, I also do just want to kind of hurry up and go through it. But I also do want to at least make it somewhat entertaining, so that way we're not just consistently, dealing with the same stuff over and over again. And bam, abscess over as I'm in the process of talking. That's how easy it can be. Now, there is no point to doing the abscesses because, well, I am effectively doing nothing other than potentially getting some essences and just, well, beating bosses all over again. Like I said, Mimon's gonna be something done off screen. I already done it for most of these areas. The only new area that we're gonna have to do it for is gonna be the third area, because that actually is a whole new area. I am tempted to use some different demons, but I don't really have any fire ones on me. Everything pretty much is physical or one primary element. So we're just going to stick with what we have and just go with our generic boss strategy as we take down King Frost. Even though, like I said, a lot of this is very easy at this point, due purely because not because I'm over leveled, but because of the demons I have. And by working with the demons, I'm not, just, one shot everything. But it does, help that if I have certain things going on. Oh, look, Bufuch missed. Even if it's just him targeting me, that's something I'm perfectly fine with. And it says, spam Luminescent Mirage. I did the wrong thing, but whatever. 3K. Somersault, another 3K. It's just, alright, here, we're just going to murder everything right away because it's super easy. Concentrate, and we'll use Critical Aura. As I go, you miss! Whoop! Alright, I want to say we can actually probably kill this turn, due purely to the fact that, oh look, I am, like I said, we are all on the same level. It's just a matter of, how much damage do I actually want to do. Now, the question is, is major bosses that we fight over and over and over going to be getting the same thing? No. I'm not going to show the same fight with Lucifer every single time, because it is functionally the same thing. God dang, 6K. But something like bosses that we fought before on 150, or that are getting put to 150, for example, let's say Konsu Ra. That's going to be a fight that we're going to see at 150. Another fight most of the major bosses, like I'm saying, you're going to see at 150. But Lucifer, if the boss shows up multiple times, then no, we're not going to see him, for example. we're going to fight Amanzako once at level 150, that's it. Everything else is alright, there you go, bye, buddy, bye, buddy, bye. The Vengeance bosses are obviously going to get... let him go. Yeah, I'm not going to kill you. The Punishing Foes are also going to get their own fight, and whether I just cut my name ramblings or just put all the fights together, it's just something that's going to happen. Oh, hey, look, Pink Thomas. I'm not gonna do, I might do the quest fights over, Again, they're not going to be hard because they're generic encounters. That's the thing. That's like the same reason I'm not going to do. I did them in the last episode for kind of like the sake of doing them. But, like, for example, the Thunderbird, when it shows up around here, like, I'll do that one, and then I'll pretty much just focus on going forward with all the different areas in the fights. Where the hell is this thing? Oh, there it is. Hey, I'm right here. Come fight me. Come fight me. Come fight me. Do it! There we go. I am also in the midst of doing a maddening mode for 3 houses. For 3 houses, it's a bit more annoying due purely to the fact that I have not actually done maddening mode before, and now on my first playthrough of it, I absolutely freaking hate it. Because it is, for lack of a better term, it's like the time skip glitch I done. That is like a case of like, nope, do the time skip glitch. You are full free, at least in my opinion, to do it. Because stuff like that where it's like BS hard is where I become vehemently annoyed at certain things. It's like, oh, this is only hard because of like this, that, and the third. And to be fair, some aspect of it is like, hey, I haven't played 3 houses in like a year or two. I maybe play it off and on, but it's like, alright, I turn it on, play for like maybe 1 or 2 battle maps, and then leave. Versus some other things where it's like, okay, here, you're doing it this time. We're gonna concentrate. Sonic Boom! Missed! Whoop! And get hit with Lunar Hurricane, so that way you get 2 damage, make it go on for big damage. You know, because I like to hurt things on this game. Jesus Christ, how much freaking health do you have? Alright, Lunar no, it didn't. Okay, well, Energy Drain's definitely not going to kill, but never mind, it did. I guess we'll take the MP though. I am actually fine with the fact that Energy Drain there actually does, you know, heal us all the way versus doing major damage. Let's turn in that stupid quest already to the Nekomata, and then we'll also get the, if we can, with this not being super long, we'll try to get the fight with Hellbiker. So that way it's not a big deal. We'll have the Beast Talisman, even though we are, all the talismans we keep between each game, so that's more fine for me. I was actually thinking of getting, I do like cats, so I was like thinking of grabbing a Sprigatito plush, but adulting has made it to where I should not be able to do that, due purely because of the fact that, again, adulting.
Here you go.
That quest down there has to deal with Baphomet, and we already dealt with him, so I'm not going any further with it. So yeah, once... Yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier regarding, like, the boss battles and all that. So, what I'm gonna plan to do...
Got a sec? Okay,
Alright.
so humans made these roads, right?
They help you get around.
It helped you get... Humans are...
Yes, yes, they are. But going back to what I was saying about the bosses. With the bosses, I will just, like I said, new bosses get fights. Hold up. No, here, we'll keep it in. It's not a big doubt. It's like, no, I'm gonna run. Frigate. Run, yeah. Oh, except I can't because for some reason it's like, oh, Mitalis, no, you must fight me. Shut up. Where's my freaking fire charm? Please tell me I have fire. Yay, I have 1. Get out of here. New bosses get the fights, and then afterwards we won't show them again. Because, like, oh, we already fought them at their highest level versus, like, New Game Plus. This is where the girl I saw her. I was not here. Keep going. Mark this location. Oh, it's Fionn McCool.
Be careful.
Best proceed with caution from here on.
It's me.
Yeah, llamas near Mitabashi. Become an Albigan. Recreate the world. Yeah, you're getting all the basics of this game. Versus what we got in Vengeance, where we get, oh, like the new stuff. It's like all super cool and all that. It's like, eh. But we'll heal. Oh, wait, Tao healed. Yeah, she heals HP, not MP. So we'll just do the recovery real quick. So we might get two bosses in here being, what is it? Fionn McCool and Hellbiker. And Amazako's gonna take off.
Hey!
Listen up. What's up?
Well,
Okay.
I hope we'll get to hang out later.
I understand why people don't like Amazako, but I'm fine with her. You can tell she's one of my strongest demons. I might just be like one of the few people in the entire freaking world who has like no real problem with Amazako. Purely because of the fact that I have siblings. I've dealt with far worse. When we were all younger, so it's not really a big deal to someone like me to have someone who's kind of like annoying and on your ear. Alright, someone's been hunting demons around here. Supposedly they got a tendency to lift their thumb. Better be careful not to get in their sights too. Yeah, it's real. It's Makul. But first, I feel like you should take on Hellbiker and potentially that Abscess that we have there too. Actually, you know what? Here, we'll also take on Gira Makala. Woo! Let's go! It's not like he can't actually hurt me. The only issue is I am gonna have to trade out Artemis because Artemis actually will be a detriment because Gira Makala reflects physical. So yeah, this is what happens when you have mostly physical demons like me. Did I give her? No, I didn't give her a whole lot. I honestly should give her more. You know what? Let's go with Lilim. I don't use Lilim a whole lot, even though I was going to do the whole joke of the Best Friends Forever team, where it's like you have the demons that will willingly join you after you complete a quest or the like. You know, so it's like, alright, here, we're just all the demons that quote-unquote join you. Yoshitsude basically would sit. Yeah, how'd that feel? Succession honestly might kill him. Due purely because of the fact that we hit super hard. Parasil and Blur, okay, he doesn't kill, but we got a crit. Okay, yeah, it's like, wow. Just big damage on him. 3k. Mazabadion. Okay, we did some of it, but it does so little damage purely because of the fact that she's so low level in comparison to him. But, bye-bye! So I don't think we'll actually get that quest where you need to get Gira Makala's head for one of the demons. There's a Lilim quest, but I'm not going to do it. And I don't really need the levels. Well, it's actually for the demons, not you, so... But it's not a big deal to me, at the very least. It's like, hey, you know what? Hey, let's get Dogda some levels. Let's get Lilim some levels and all the like. Damn it. I missed. But there's a Mimon, so let's grab him. Why not? Listen, I'll do the Mimons off screen, especially for this area. But for the next area, because it is the same, we are gonna do it on screen. Or at the very least, it'll be a video where it's like, doop, here they are. If you, for some godforsaken reason, haven't bought Vengeance, even though it's been out for, what, almost 3 years now? 2, maybe, if I'm counting right. I honestly can't remember, due to the fact that I have been recording for this game over a year. It's just literally due to the fact that both my jobs, when I had them, were really annoying ways on how to complete, making me super tired and all that. Alright, player turn. I honestly can't remember your weakness. So, Megidolan. I don't know, I don't care, therefore blow up. It's like boop, 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 bop. Oh, a cockatrice, basilisk. Mirage. The same strategy is always going to be for me. It's like, all right, mirage, dodge. If anything else, just blow you the up. I will switch out Lilim though, because unfortunately, like I said, she's kind of low level at this point. But for the sake of having fun, I will bring out Fion Makul. I do like him. I do like him as a demon. I wish he shows up more in this game. Not in this game, but in like future games. Even if he's not like a super important demon, or if he's just like a quest demon, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with someone just being a support demon going forward. But it's also kind of important on like how they decide to do the games in the future. Where it's like, oh, are you going to do it something cool? Is it going to be something dumb? Is he going to be like an interesting boss? Is he going to be a demon that assists us a lot of the time? Or something like that. I feel like that with like important characters like Fion Makul, or even like characters like, but not every boss I would say has, not every big top tier demon needs to have a quest to it, but I would say a few of them should at least have something tied to them, I guess. So something like how was it? For example, like characters like Thor and maybe Odin should have maybe like one or two quest lines tied to each other. Shiva, because it's always been something as a final boss and the like, should always have a quest tied to it. Jesus Christ, it's the abyss. Can't see anything down there. What's the draw distance of this? It's like, god dang. What's another major demon that should typically always get a boss fight? Mara? Yeah, Mara's a maybe. Due purely to the fact that it's like, Mara, like, the funny joke, giant beat this demon, yada yada yada. Like, I'm fine with Mara having a quest tied to it, but even if it's just like a random enemy you encounter, I'm perfectly fine with that. What's another major boss that you could have? The Hellbiker. Hey, woo!
That smell.
Yeah!
It's gotta be. It's Nora. Taking it.
Just this fate of like fighting demons over and over.
Hey kid.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. The fiends are, I feel like, they should be either secret encounters that they having a what 4? What did I put Tao's vitality to again? Yes, of course. I'm like, excuse me? 4? That's kind of low. So yeah, you can see why I'm not going to raise a lot of demons' vitality past a certain point. Because, like, no enemy in the game is going to ever come to a point of like, alright, here you go. Die. Alright. Concentrate. And we'll give you critical aura. Due purely to the fact that you're going to hit very hard. Absorb, reflect, dodge, and you got punished 3 times for that. I absorbed it, reflected it, and then punched you in the face. We're gonna do Succession again, and if we can get into the critical ranges with it, that would be amazing. Luminescent Mirage. Order for more power. I need more power. Jesus Christ, the freaking damage. Stabby, stabby. Ugh. Really, really close. In all honesty, I feel like we can kind of come close to killing him here. Alright, yeah, he's resistant to it. But we did so much damage to him, it honestly doesn't matter. Look at that. You missed! Again. Absorb, dodged, and punched in the face. Honestly, yeah, you block it. Okay, neat. Megidolon. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If that doesn't work, Megidolon. Nothing but the ashes remain. And yeah, you see why I'm doing the bosses still. Like, I get balms. So there's still a reason to do these quests. That, and I want to fight the Demi-Feed on 150 versus fighting him at the level that I did. Because even though Satan is arguably tougher due to the way he's designed, I still struggled a hell of a lot more fighting the Demi-Fiend. Which is hilarious in a messed up sort of thing. Like, oh, you struggle fighting a arguably more difficult super boss, but you couldn't beat without cheese the other boss, the originals. I say original super boss when Shiva was, but it's like, oh yeah, you struggled that. How is that possible? And it's just due to the fact that this game is really difficult at times. It can get to the level of BS difficulty, a lot more than you think it would. So let's see. I'm not, if Anansi and his father show up, I'm not going to do that quest either.
As I thought. I, Fionn McCool, shall test your strength.
Fionn McCool. Actually, speaking of this, me and my friends, we do dumb stuff like not like who would win in fights, that type of thing, like, you know, that almost every single guy does, like, oh, who would win in a fight, this guy or this guy? But what we always talk about is like fanfiction. We had a video on that, and I really honestly need to redo that video. But because my friends dragged me to the Demon Slayer movie,
Think you've won?
I had this question after we had a tournament a while ago, and the question was like, what are some dumb crossover ideas you can do? Some of the dumb crossover ideas that I personally brought up was, oh, how do you do like Demon Slayer and SMT5 after the good ending? And yes, while I obviously know that the SMT side would absolutely demolish it, I was thinking of like, alright, make it after like true neutral, and then have it to where the Nahobino doesn't necessarily get involved, but does the training. It's like, oh, why are demons popping up? Oh, they're not really demons, that's why they're popping up. Again, it's a dumb idea. I'm fully aware that it's a dumb idea. It's just something interesting that I just thought up during that day. Because we're like, oh, what are some dumb ideas for crossover fanfics that we would like to do? And that was one of mine. We've had some other ones in the past. Like we discussed one with like Xenoverse and Time Force for Power Rangers. It'd be interesting, at least in my opinion. But, anyways, focusing on the fight, it's Fionn McCool again. He's just 150. It's really... That's the problem with the 150 fights that I'm noticing right away. Even though you're still maintaining a lot of the challenge from the original fight due purely to essentially just stats and level, they don't get the updated movesets. Now, if they got, like, updated movesets, so instead of Tarukaja, Fionn McCool got, let's say, Debilitate and Luster Candy, then that would be really tough on your side of the fight. It's like, oh, he's buffing himself, and he's doing big damage, so what are we going to do? We're going to need to do this. But, oh yeah, he's gathering nearby Magatsuhi. So he's going to do his big damage. The problem is, so am I. Lunar Hurricane, crits, Megadolod, because, you know, if God closes a door, I'll blow it the f up! And I want to say one, Makolin, or however the heck pronounce it, I apologize. Probably kill. Yeah! So, there we go. Oh, Alice leveled up. I really do need to give her an updated moveset, due purely because I fused her once.
Stop, please.
How about no? I want to keep beating him up. Have mine absorb him. So that way we do. I feel like I'll have us stop with maybe getting to the fairy village, because it's really not that big of a deal. We'll probably take off that one abscess, and like I said, fight. What is it? Fight the one abscess, get to the fairy village, and I will probably say that's the end of the video. Like, I know, like I said, I'm breaking my promise here. I'm like, oh, what if something's different? Like, even though it's really not. Then again, you have to remember, like, this game is... The basis of this game is over, like, 5 years old at this point. So, I'm not... Nihil Claw. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna get rid of Frey Kugel for that. You're like, oh, why are you getting rid of the almighty one? In all honesty, if I really wanted to be ridiculous, I would do, what, Critical Aura, Frey Kugel, with Lost Hit. Like, bam, there's my 2 attacks. It's also the reason why, for example, is it that multi-hit attack I have on my Nekomata? Where it's like, oh, it hits like 5 times, but it has like super low accuracy and all that, so that's the issue with the attack. Where am I? Okay, I'm right here. Oh yeah, that... That's good! Oh hey, you're gonna attack me? Zanna, oh no. Oh, 134. It actually some damage. We've actually been taking some damage, oh no. It probably was just because it was like a weak attack that from Hellbiker that made it to where it's like, oh, nope, you don't have anything. Light of Order. I want to say he's weak to... No, he's not. I honestly can't remember. And that's the problem with me the more I play this game. It's like, oh, I can't remember how much I actually did or what this thing actually does. You know, honestly, like, having this whole stock of different demons, it's like, alright, which ones do you like? Versus, like, oh, how is this specific demon gonna work with my specific attack order and how much damage I'm gonna do? I'm like, getting it, I'm like, I don't really care. It's like, oh, is this demon actually kind of cool? Does this demon have some cool lore? Does it have, oh, I forget, sorry, I'm an idiot. Because I forget that, oh yeah, by the way, I only have like one attacking stat. Or one that's very dependent. Somersault. No crit, but doesn't matter. Block. I'm just gonna smack it. Schmack! Doesn't do a whole lot, but... Light of Order. And then we're just gonna concentrate and Critical Aura. Because it already has max slow defense. Oh, 144. You think honestly, I don't really care. Take it all! We'll do critical. Just purely to rack up damage. I also need to... Oh. Might as well bring this up here while we're just doing these fights. And I saw everything come up. Code Vein 2 is coming out! Not till next year. You guarantee I'm going to play it. It's just a matter of like, oh, what system are you going to play it on? Most likely, I'm going to play it on... I'm going to probably own it on all 3 of my systems, being Xbox, PlayStation, and my PC. But, give this to Succubus. Am I going to do a blind playthrough first? Or am I going to do a playthrough after everything's already happened, we have everything going on? It's like, oh hey, you've done everything now, so... Okay, yeah, that wasn't fair. Or, basically, going back to what I was saying, like, oh, I'm doing it after I've done everything. Most likely, I might do a blind playthrough, and then probably do one. Because whenever I do these playthroughs, I always like to do them primarily whenever I'm like, alright, I know what's going on. Freaking thing, I went to the Roku channel by mistake on my freaking phone. For most of my playthroughs, I like to know what's going on. And that's a personal thing. It's like, hey, what are you talking about? Do you have any idea of how you're playing it? It's how I play Dark Souls 3, it's how I play Code Vein. It's also how that's how I just played for a majority of my games that I played. It's like, hey, I'm here to show you how to play the game. I did it with Mega Man and all that. So if I was to actually do it again, it's like a legitimate question. Am I going to do Code Vein 2 blind? Or am I going to play it fairly? And am I going to do a quick run through of the game and then have no issues? Or am I going to do a run through blind? I know I'm like repeating myself here, but it's just how I've always played games. I typically wanted to go in them with some form of information. I played Pokemon Scarlet blind, I played the DLC blind, but it's just a matter of perspective. You'll probably have me thinking on it over the next couple of months as we purposely wait for it to come out. Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Weaving Shadows, well, I actually had two. You had Weaving coming out as a Switch 2 exclusive, which I'm not going to get, so that's like a Fire Emblem game I'm missing out on, purely because I don't want to pay for the Switch 2 just for that, really, because everything else is like, oh, you're just getting the Switch 2 just to play Fire Emblem, that's it. It's like, alright, I'm going to have all my own games. But speaking of Switch 2 and more games coming out, we also have the Fire Emblem, Mega Man Star Force collection coming out. So we're gonna have Dragon, Pegasus, Leo, the 2 and 3. And why'd you say the first 3? It's like, because I played those games. The only one I haven't played is Dragon. I played Pegasus, and I played Leo. As Leo was the first game I played, whereas Pegasus was the one where I bought later on because freaking Dragon costs way too much goddamn money to pay for on the type of income I'm working with here, because it ain't a lot of people, I'll tell you what. But that's going to be something I will get. It's just a matter of like, am I going to play am I going to do a complete playthrough, or am I just going to do the games, like the boss battles, like I did with Mega Man Battle Network 4. And the only reason I did with 4, not 5 and 6, is purely because 4 was the first game I played. Now, if you want me to do 5 and 6, I would probably have to go back and do it again. Just like, here's Proto Man, EXE, whatever. But it is, like, interesting on how I will view it. Hey, it's Dazai. How's it going? Couldn't save her?
Oh, it's you. Sorry for running away back at
It's
school.
fine. I'm gonna skip the cutscene. Because I'm an ass.
Multiple life reading.
But going back to what I'm saying. Since I like Star Force so much, I probably am gonna play the game normally, so to speak. Ooh, wait. New enemy. Urgh! I want to take him out. Ow, frick. Ah, crap baskets. Oh, it's just Eternal Prayer. I'm not scared of Eternal Prayer. But I will do probably a normal playthrough, and we'll probably fight most of, like, say, the bosses. And when I say most of the bosses, what I actually mean is like, we're gonna do the bosses, we're gonna do the rematch fights, and then we're also gonna take on, the full completion boss, because I have done that for Star Force. Now, I haven't done it for 2 and 3, because again, those go for like ridiculous prices. A hobby shop that's in my town I go to, they have Star Force 2 there. They're selling it for like $100. I'm like, I'm good. I have the disposable income for $100, but for a game that came out over a decade ago, I know Demeter's here too, and I'll probably deal with her in a bit. But like I said, we're gonna go to the fairy village. But I ran into the Mitama again. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'm for 2 and 3, due purely to the fact that I haven't played them before. That would be necessitating a blind playthrough. But I honestly do need to get back to playing 3 houses. It's most likely the fact that I'm gonna play 3 houses, and finish off. What is it? The maddening difficulty. Get that, then come and finish at least one of the playthroughs for 3 houses, and then for the subsequent ones, i.e., we're gonna do, I'm probably just gonna do them on hard mode, purely because, well, it's annoying to play on maddening. Like, yep, maddening, no, maddening's too annoying to play as. Very nice, Tadeki. Sorry, it's Papa Son here for that. Filled with so much joy and online jump around on nipple like it's called turkey. You see? I believe that my hand knows my ass turkey or 2 or 3 percent age. So here's front of turkey. So yeah, my guess is that it's just telling you like, hey, be careful with how you jump. Anyways, just move forward. 2 and 3 are going to be blind playthroughs for Star Force if I do it. But obviously, like I said, finish off the routes for 3 houses. It's just going to be the question of how much burnout am I going to face by playing the games? Because of, well, it's 4 routes with different enemies and all that. Oh hey, it's Miyazu. She's safe this time.
Ow! Miyazu, you're all right. Someone
So yeah, you can tell here something's different.
A lot of people here are hurt.
So I actually will let this rock here because it's slightly different. But in all honesty, it's not that big of a deal. And my computer's going Super Saiyan again purely because I don't know where my cord is for it, and you can't have any cord just in there to charge it. My computer's stupid that way. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this video. My name is Omega Zero, and I will catch you all later.